Hi, this is Linda, and I'm Al, and this is MoviesandShakers.com. And this is really our real first kind of video review. And we're going to just let it wing. We're just going to let it go. And let's see what we agree on and what we disagree on. So let's start. And we're going to be talking about a movie. I think we both liked this one.
We both liked it.
Yeah, it's Theater Camp. So why don't you set up Theater Camp? What's the general setup of this movie?
Okay. Well, the general setup is that it's a mockumentary about kids who go to theater camp every summer so they can perform and so they can develop their talents so that maybe someday they'll reach their dream of going on Broadway.
Yeah. In other words, these are all theater nerds. These are all nerdy theater kids who just sing and dance, and that's their whole life. They're the kind of kids that you would probably make fun of when you were in school.
Yeah, because they would probably not say hello but sing it.
Yeah, were you a theater kid in school?
Not really.
I was.
No.
I was that theater nerd. I remember in high school, I almost got thrown out of high school because for a part in a play, for The Mouse That Roared, I grew a mustache. I was a senior in high school. I grew a mustache, and they let me grow the mustache for the play. But after the play was over, I wanted to keep the mustache, and they said they'd throw me out of school if I didn't cut the mustache. You didn't know that about me, did you?
No, I don't think I've heard that story. That's amazing that I haven't heard that one. So what happens is Molly Gordon, who is known for several roles, including she is now on The Bear, and she's also a writer, and she helped direct this.
Well, she's the co-director of this, but it's great. And this is sort of like a theater camp. This movie is like a theater camp as well, because Ben Platt and Molly Gordon are friends from elementary school way back, and they were in plays together, and they were the theater nerds together, and they developed this script. We're in upstate New York. It's sort of like the Borscht Belt, and we're at this summer camp where the kids come every year to put on shows.
Exactly. But tragedy strikes when the head of the camp, played by Amy Sedaris.
Yes, she's Joan. And she has some kind of a stroke and absolutely is out of the box. Yes, well, she's in ICU and she's in a coma. Right. And her son, who is not a theater nerd by any stretch of the imagination, he's more like a stoner, takes over running the camp for the season. Yep. And the head camp counselors are Ben Platt, who plays Amos, and Molly Gordon, who is Diane.
And they are now supposed to put this camp together, get the kids organized, figure out what the big end play is going to be, the musical that they're going to do, and get these kids in shape. And it's not easy when they don't have their spearhead there to help. So the musical that they put together is called Still Joan, which is going to be like Joan's story, and they're going to make this as a tribute to Joan, who's there in ICU on the machines in a coma. But in the meantime, running the camp is a major chore, especially when Joan's son has absolutely no clue what to do. Yeah, Jimmy Tatro is the actor who plays Troy. He's very good. But the guy who steals the show is the third part of this troika that's Ben Platt and Molly Gordon. It's Noah Galvin, who also happens to be Ben Platt's fiancé, as a matter of fact, in real life. And he ends up stealing the show. He's, by the way, is one of the writers of this movie as well. And he is sort of like the handyman, nerdy guy who everybody calls on to fix everything, and nobody knows that he has some talent. We won't give away what that talent is, but it is a hilarious scene. And the movie really is, as a mockumentary, is hilarious. Yes, and the talent of all of these people shows, especially the other instructors, because of course there is a dance instructor, and the dance classes are something to behold.
Starfish, jiggle like a jackal, jiggle like a jackal.
That's a good song choice, Kendra. I do believe her as a French prostitute.
Amos.
Oh, I'm sorry, sex worker.
Thank you.
And there's another instructor who's supposed to be the martial arts expert.
Yeah, well, martial arts and movement and
yes.
all of that physical activity. And who is that?
And that is Ayo Edebiri, who is in The Bear, also with Molly Gordon.
Yeah, she plays Sydney, one of the big stars in The Bear. Molly Gordon is in The Bear, of course, as well. And here in this role, this is great because this is really the actor's life is exhibited here with her role, because she's asked, "Can you do this?"
And of course, she says, "Of course I can."
Yeah, every actor is. Can you ride a horse? Can you jump off a cliff? Sure, I can.
Sure, I can.
Yeah, anything to get a part.
And a summer job.
These are the things we can do with masks.
So there's lots of surprises in this. It is a movie that has lots to really speak for it. There's a lot going for this movie. It's a lot of fun. It's not all that long. It has great kid actors in it as well.
Terrific.
They got the nerdy kid actors to be in the movie. These are kids who would normally be in a theater camp, and we really, at least I recommend this. You recommend this?
Well, I recommend it, but I want to tell you that there are a lot of laughs, and that the music is really good, and the talent of these kids singing and dancing is, as they develop, is something to watch.
So, theater camp, yes, yes, and yes, from MoviesandShakers.com.
That's right.